What is up, champs? Champion Trucker coming back at you with a new video. In this video, we're going to be taking a look at how my feed has exploded with people that are living in vans, people that are living in cars. Some people are doing it because they're forced to. Some people are making a life choice to do that. And we're going to be reading articles, watching TikToks, and everything like that. So buckle up. Make sure you hit that like button. Also follow me on Instagram at PAPAHOTCH with any kind of questions, facts that you want to share with me. And I'll definitely provide them here in the video and give you a little shout out. But thank you guys so much for watching. Again, hit that like button, subscribe, and let's go ahead and roll that intro. So as I mentioned on my feed, I'm getting a lot of people that are living in their vans, cars, RVs, and everything like that. And people do live in their semi-trucks, but it kind of makes sense because if you're going across country, you don't have a family like really stuck onto, no kids, nothing like that. The perfect opportunity is just to live in your semi. But now people are either forced to do it or they're addicted to this lifestyle. So Americans living in their cars are finding refuge in safe parking lots. Now, if you're a truck driver, you know how difficult it is to find parking spaces. And I have seen recently a surge in RVs that are taking up spaces of truck drivers. And this is why I bring it up. It's a good thing and a bad thing. So starting in October 2021, about 40 motorhomes or recreational vehicles, RVs, park in a lot on Garrison Street in Berkeley, California, as part of the city's first attempt at a safe parking lot. According to Google Maps photos, the space have been mostly unused since 2008, but a local nonprofit, the Dorothy Day House, created a safe parking and respite kickstart Spark program to help alleviate the crisis of unsheltered and in encampment homeless and one of the nation's most expensive housing markets. So I bring in this article and it'll be linked down in the description below for you, just due to the fact that a lot of people are relying on their motorhomes in order to live. And as truck drivers, there are those that live in their truck, and the fact that it's so difficult to find parking spaces, which will be a whole nother video in itself, is not only just kind of affecting truck drivers in itself, but it's also affecting those that live in their RVs. Let's keep going. The space filled a pressing need for those who didn't have traditional lodging. People without stable, stationary housing could park their vehicles there for free without fear of violating city ordinance against sidewalks, occupation, and long-term parking. Spark provided water and toilets, wow, and it allowed occupants to have pets and in and out privileges without a curfew, features that are often hard to come by on the street or in the homeless shelters. I like this article because it shows you something that is a problem when it comes down to transportation. People don't want to have the traditional lifestyle of living in a house. Some people want to travel endlessly. And you know, the craziest part about it, and my mom actually told me this, is that you have to kind of stay within a month in order to pay taxes typically. I have to fact check this, but I believe it to be true because you can't just travel state to state without paying taxes. So the next article that I want to bring up is going to talk about how 70 unemployed, and we'll read the rest. Let's hop on over. So Los Angeles Times kind of wants me to pay money, but Los Angeles Times, we see a man distressed. He has kind of lotion, some mail, but almost 70 unemployed, worried about his health and living in his car. So I'm bringing you guys more of the struggle. We'll get to like the people that kind of make a choice this way. This is by Steve Lopez. Shout out to you if this is a good one. We'll decide. You guys decide. Wow. We might go in depth on this one, so buckle up. David Mays, 69, has been living in his Chevy Malibu for nearly 2 years, and he can't. I'm not even laughing. It's just the fact that it's just 2 years in a Chevy Malibu, because that's all he can do. And he can't help but dream about the day when he gets off the waiting list for housing. Wow. When I'm moved in, that's going to be a wonderful day because everything opens up at that point. Mace told me from the front seat of his vehicle. He parks every night at downtown Los Angeles garage operated by Safe Parking LA. I imagine that he does that just due to the fact that you have to be careful. I know that personal people within my life had gotten their car robbed and like the items within it robbed, and just imagine if you're in there, it's a little scary. That's when my health automatically improves. The swelling in my leg goes down and I can go ahead and post for my positions. The unemployed in-home caregiver continue. Wow. That's going to be a momentous day. In California, older adults have been among the fastest growing segments of the homeless population. In Los Angeles County, the latest count showed an 11% increase. I would have put increase in the 11% in homeless people 65 and older. And roughly 14,000 people of all ages are living in cars, vans, and RVs. This is just in Los Angeles. So the rest of this will be in the description below. I highly advise to get to know his story. Understand that this is a widespread problem, and this was written in October 14, 2023. It's not all that new and it's not all that old, but this is wow. The next thing that we're going to take a deep dive into is car home tour living in my 2016 Toyota Corolla. I think this is actually a drastic difference in from somebody that's living in their Chevy Malibu due to the fact of health issues and just being homeless, to somebody that I believe is making a conscious choice to doing it. No shame. We're going to see how they do it, why they do it. And the full video will be in the description below. And so, well, let's take a dive. Wait a second. If that's a Yeti, like, you guys have to head on over to the podcast, The Triple Threat. That's with my cousin. He's a truck driver now too. Recently got a CDL. My brother, he does a lot of camping videos, and this is gonna just perfect for you. So head on over to the podcast, The Triple Threat, where we talk about a lot of these pressing issues. Let's go ahead and continue on back.
Hi, my name is Angie, and today I'm going to show you how I live outside of my 2016 Toyota Corolla. So let's take a look inside.
I like how they I like how she panned around the car. Like, I haven't seen this on a daily basis, but you know what? It's part of the YouTube. Let's go. It's immaculate for like what it is, you know. Wow.
The first obstacle I needed to overcome was how I would sleep in such a tiny space.
I know.
I am 5 feet 9 inches tall and was unable to fit lying horizontally in
I'm trying to figure out if this must have been before
my car. So I removed the back seat of the car and was able to sleep vertically.
Okay.
But I needed to close the gap where the legroom was.
Wow.
So I purchased this contraption off of Amazon that hangs around the back of the front seats.
A lot of things would be a little bit impossible or difficult if not like for the modern ways of getting things. So this is somebody that can obtain items, and also, again, no shame. This is pretty cool. I wanted to watch this video, but they're getting paid off of YouTube in order to live this lifestyle.
It is sturdy
and from other things. Typically, they have other business ventures. Let's keep going.
Enough to hold my weight when sitting and laying on it. And the best part is that there are dinosaurs at the bottom of it, which is pretty awesome. Underneath, there is plenty of room for storage. This is where I keep my paper products like toilet paper and paper towels, as well as cleaning supplies and things I do not need access to.
Wow, she made a whole entire bin system. She made a whole entire bin system and like literally water. She has, I wonder if that's the Yeti cup. My cousin's watching this, bro. This is the Yeti cup, bro. What you doing, man? Anyway, but it looks like she has a lot of kind of organized it the proper way. and in order to survive in here. If you guys want to watch a full video, that will be in the description below. Again, I don't try to like play the full video, and I just want you guys to understand this entire story that I'm kind of culminating here. The next thing that I want to dive into is the car payments. Is going to be another video in the future, but we're going to look on the TikTok side of things, how people sleep and shower and do all that stuff, and this video right here kind of like really highlights it. So let's again dive right into it. I slept at a 24-hour Planet Fitness, so let's watch.
I live in my 2006 Honda Accord, and this is what it's like to wake up in a 24-hour Planet Fitness parking lot.
All right, number one, I don't know if this is a conscious choice, but I noticed that armpit hair. Don't judge me. Okay.
Start by getting dressed, and then the longest part of my morning routine is always taking down all of my window coverings, but they are essential for sleeping in my car, so I do it.
Wow, the fact that, wow, that's crazy.
Then I climb over into the driver's seat and take down my window coverings there. I actually already went into this Planet Fitness last night to take a shower.
Yeah, so a lot of people, and I ran into one guy, he says that he lives out of his car, and I just questioned, I was like, hey, I noticed you have like a van, stuff like that. He said, yeah, I come here, I do a rotation, and I go to different kind of Planet Fitnesses, different kind of states, and I was like, wow, that's wow.
For all of you who say that I don't shower. So this morning I can go ahead and leave straight away and drive to Panera Bread. But first, the bathroom. Obviously,
I didn't need to know
I
that.
used the restroom and washed my hands. I brushed my teeth in my car. I don't know, like, that's weird to show on camera. I don't know why y'all are asking to see that. Anyways,
people have
now it's
some
time
weird
to
fetishes.
drink my hot bean juice to wake up and get some computer work done. So I use this as an opportunity to charge some of my electronics. And here I'm actually editing a YouTube video, so if you haven't already, be sure to go subscribe over there.
And with that, go subscribe over there. That's actually a perfect video that kind of displays all information. You know, her TikTok's over there if you want to follow her journey, if she's still doing that. This video is, again, 2023, so it could be an update. Let's take a look. I didn't talk because I'm not too sure if this is, I think this is going to be copyright, so I didn't talk in that part. The next one I want to put in here is living, you guys will see. I live in my car 3.5 years. I used to live here. Free stuff. Oh, this is very sexual.
Horses in the back.
Okay, I saw. Well, okay, I saw a little bit too much there. My eyes kind of are like the Flash. I see things in slow motion, and I saw something I don't feel like should have been on TikTok. But to get back to the more serious thing of it is that we have those that choose to live this life, or they are forced to live this life. And the ones that I see that enjoy this life, they make a conscious decision. I understand that it's not easy. It's not an easy life. You know, I would be gone for a full entire week, have to meal prep. And at that time, I was actually not even meal prepping that often. I would just eat junk food. So just a car, that's, especially a four-door sedan, it's difficult to live in. And to get food and security, it's just, it looks nice and glamorized, but as a truck driver, I know how slow and monotonous it is. And like, it's very disingenuous in order to glorify this, but you know, some people got to make their money. Some people really truly enjoy this life, and I respect that, you know, if you truly enjoy it. But you also have those that look at it as a cash cow. And, you know, I do have to say that there are some truck drivers that fake their whole entire like experience at points. Sometimes they act like they have to sleep in the truck, and they don't. I literally can drive to my truck right now, which is only about 15 minutes away, and I could sleep in there and make videos. But I know that consciously I wouldn't feel right about it. It's just not right. There's things I do want to do on this channel, but I believe that everything has to go in a proper slow motion in order for you to gain motion. If you want to go fast in the beginning, well, you'll burn out. You'll absolutely burn out. With that being said, I hope that I provided information that's interesting to you. I will be doing more deep dives into the car payments and also the payments of truck drivers in itself. The next thing I really do plan on is actually truck drivers that live in their truck. It's not too surprising. It's not like, oh wow, you live in your truck, but it is very interesting. I know that Asian My Trucking has done a video with a truck driver that just literally honed in and lived in his truck for years. So we might look at that. But with that being said, thank you guys so much for watching, and I'll catch you all in the next one. Peace.